The rooted wisdom of earth-based nutrition, cultivating health from soil to soul in an era dominated by processed foods and synthetic supplements. Earth-based nutrition offers a return to our primal origins, a diet rooted in whole, unprocessed foods grown through sustainable agricultural practices that honor the cycles of nature. This approach not only nourishes the body but also fosters a profound connection between what we eat and the planet we inhabit. At its core, earth-based nutrition is about aligning our diets with ecological integrity. It emphasizes local, seasonal produce cultivated using regenerative farming techniques that enhance soil health and biodiversity. By prioritizing these principles, individuals can make dietary choices that contribute positively to both personal well-being and environmental sustainability. The foundations of earth-based eating. Earth-based nutrition begins with understanding the fundamental elements that sustain life: soil, water, air, and sunlight. These natural components work together to create nutrient-dense plants that form the basis of any healthy diet. When food is grown in fertile, living soils rich in organic matter, it naturally contains higher levels of essential vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals compared to conventionally farmed crops. Fertile soils are teeming with microorganisms that play crucial roles in plant development. Mycorrhizal fungi, for instance, help plants absorb nutrients more efficiently while protecting them from pathogens. In contrast, industrial agriculture often depletes soil quality through excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, leading to diminished nutritional value in harvested crops. Nutrient density. Foods grown in biologically active soils have significantly higher concentrations of micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, and selenium, which support immune function and metabolic processes. Biodiversity benefits. Diverse cropping systems mimic natural ecosystems, reducing pest outbreaks and enhancing resilience against climate change impacts. Carbon sequestration. Healthy soils act as carbon sinks, absorbing atmospheric CO2 and mitigating global warming effects when managed properly. The transition towards earth-based eating requires shifting away from monoculture farming models toward agroecological approaches that integrate livestock grazing, crop rotation, and cover cropping strategies. Such methods restore degraded lands while producing wholesome food without relying on harmful inputs. By embracing locally sourced ingredients seasonally available within one's region, consumers reduce their dependence on long-distance transportation networks responsible for significant greenhouse gas emissions. This localized food system strengthens communities by supporting small-scale farmers who employ environmentally friendly cultivation practices. Cultivating nutritional awareness through seasonality. Seasonal eating is a cornerstone principle of earth-based nutrition that encourages people to consume fruits and vegetables at peak ripeness when they're most nutritious and flavorful. Freshly harvested produce retains greater amounts of antioxidants and enzymes beneficial for digestion due to minimal storage times before consumption. Each season brings forth distinct varieties of edible plants adapted specifically to thrive under prevailing weather conditions. For example, root vegetables flourish during cooler months whereas leafy greens reach optimal growth periods in springtime. Embracing this rhythm allows diners to enjoy diverse flavors throughout the year without resorting to out-of-season imports. Local markets provide excellent opportunities for discovering new tastes based on regional specialties rather than following mass-produced trends dictated by corporate interests. Engaging directly with growers helps build trust around food safety standards and promotes transparency regarding how products were raised or harvested. Statistics highlighting benefits of seasonal produce consumption. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that freshly picked berries contained up to 60% more vitamin C than those sold after prolonged refrigeration periods. Similarly, research conducted by the University of California revealed that tomatoes harvested early showed reduced lycopene levels compared to fully matured specimens left longer on the vine. These findings underscore why timing matters greatly in maximizing nutritional intake from plant sources. Choosing seasonal options ensures access to foods richest in bioavailable nutrients while minimizing exposure risks associated with extended handling procedures commonly used in commercial distribution channels. Moreover, Consuming locally grown items reduces reliance upon energy-intensive cold chain logistics required for transporting perishable goods across vast distances. This shift supports efforts aimed at decreasing overall carbon footprints linked primarily to fossil fuel combustion involved in modern supply chains. Building resilient diets through dietary diversity lies at the heart of earth-based nutrition, ensuring balanced intake of macronutrients alongside adequate provision of trace elements vital for cellular functions. Incorporating various types of legumes, grains, nuts, seeds, and fresh herbs enriches meals with complex carbohydrates, proteins, and essential fatty acids necessary for maintaining good health. Variety extends beyond mere caloric requirements. It encompasses exploring different preparation techniques that highlight inherent qualities of each ingredient. Steaming broccoli preserves heat-sensitive compounds better than boiling does, while roasting sweet potatoes enhances their natural sweetness through caramelization processes occurring at high temperatures. Traditional cuisines worldwide offer countless examples illustrating how culinary traditions evolved organically around available resources shaped by geographical landscapes. From Japanese miso soup made from fermented soybeans to Ethiopian injera flatbread crafted from teff grain, these dishes reflect deep-rooted knowledge passed down generations, emphasizing harmony between human sustenance needs and ecological contexts. Educational initiatives focused on teaching cooking skills related specifically to indigenous foods empower individuals to prepare delicious yet nutritious meals using accessible materials found readily nearby. Workshops covering topics such as fermentation basics or wild edibles identification foster appreciation for ancestral wisdom embedded within everyday provisions. Nourishing bodies with whole plant foods serve as pillars supporting robust physical condition by delivering fiber-rich structures that promote digestive wellness along with numerous phytonutrients known scientifically proven to combat inflammation and oxidative stressors damaging tissues over time. Fiber plays an integral role regulating blood sugar levels via slowing glucose absorption rates post-meals, thereby preventing sudden spikes followed later by crashes, detrimental especially among diabetic populations. Additionally, insoluble fibers aid regular bowel movements, thus alleviating constipation issues prevalent amongst sedentary lifestyles characterized increasingly nowadays. Phytonutrients present abundantly in colorful pigmented fruits contain powerful antioxidant properties capable neutralizing free radicals implicated heavily in aging process affecting skin elasticity appearance as well as contributing factors behind chronic diseases including cardiovascular ailments or neurodegenerative disorders. Consumption patterns centered predominantly around minimally processed plants encourage mindful eating behaviors where individuals become more attentive towards sensory experiences derived from textures contrasts provided by crunchy almonds versus soft avocados complementing each other beautifully atop salads filled with vibrant greens. Sustainable agriculture practices supporting earth-based nutrition. Sustainable agriculture forms the backbone of earth-based nutrition. By implementing farm management strategies designed explicitly for preserving ecosystem services while simultaneously yielding sufficient quantities of safe-to-eat commodities meeting consumer demands responsibly. Pioneering projects demonstrating successful integration between ecological stewardship goals and economic viability include permaculture gardens established within urban environments utilizing recycled materials, constructing raised beds suitable even limited spaces occupied densely populated areas. These setups cultivate productive yields without exhausting groundwater reserves nor contaminating surrounding habitats with toxic residues. Regenerative ranching methodologies applied successfully across several continents involve rotational grazing schedules allowing pastures ample recovery periods between successive uses. This technique rebuilds topsoil layers previously lost due intensive plowing operations performed traditionally resulting compacted ground incapable retaining moisture adequately anymore. Community-supported agriculture programs facilitate direct relationships forming between producers supplying fresh market offerings straight from fields onto tables skipping intermediaries adding unnecessary costs increasing final prices paid. Ultimately borne entirely by end users seeking affordable alternatives otherwise unavailable commercially elsewhere outside rural zones. Embracing cultural heritage through culinary traditions. Cultural heritage intertwines seamlessly with earth-based nutrition through centuries-old culinary traditions embodying deep-seated values concerning respect for nature's bounty. Combined practical applications addressing nutritional necessities faced daily across varying regions globally. Tribal communities residing Amazon rainforests rely extensively upon medicinal plants integrated naturally within diets, serving dual purposes, acting simultaneously as preventative measures guarding against illnesses arising frequently due humid tropical climates, fostering proliferation disease vectors transmitting infections rapidly amongst vulnerable groups lacking medical infrastructure facilities. Middle Eastern countries showcase mastery manipulating simple staples like dates, honey, wheat flour, creating intricate desserts requiring precise temperature controls, achieving perfect balance, flaky crusts, tender interiors, showcasing artistry, transforming basic elements into gourmet delights appreciated universally regardless cultural backgrounds. This interplay between tradition and innovation highlights importance. Safeguarding endangered recipes, threatened extinction, caused globalization, homogenizing palates, diminishing interest, pursuing authentic expressions, originating native peoples' identities, expressed through cuisine representing tangible manifestations, intangible aspects, belongingness, solidarity, shared humanity, transcending borders, dividing us unnecessarily. Overcoming challenges in adopting earth-based nutrition. While the benefits of earth-based nutrition are clear, transitioning to such a lifestyle presents challenges ranging from accessibility issues to societal pressures favoring convenience-driven eating habits reinforced heavily by aggressive marketing campaigns promoting fast food culture dominating contemporary society. Limited availability remains primary obstacle confronting many aspiring advocates attempting implement changes require sourcing organic non-GMO selections typically priced prohibitively expensive deterring lower-income households unable afford premium label products considered luxuries rather essentials despite scientific consensus affirming superior advantages conferred adopting healthier lifestyles devoid artificial additives preservatives compromising intrinsic qualities naturally occurring substances. To address these disparities effectively necessitates policy interventions aiming redress structural inequalities perpetuating inequitable distributions wealth power resources concentrated disproportionately among elite classes wielding influence shaping regulatory frameworks governing food production distribution systems impacting millions dependent subsistence agriculture subsisting precarious margins exposed vulnerabilities extreme weather events disrupting harvest cycles threatening food security prospects bleak indeed unless urgent action taken reversing current trajectories heading unsustainable futures. Education serves equally critical component empowering populace equipped knowledge discerning misleading information circulated intentionally confusing consumers unsure distinguishing genuine health claims from dubious assertions masked appealing packaging cleverly engineered triggering emotional responses driving impulsive purchases undermining informed decision-making capabilities essential navigating complex landscape today's marketplace saturated competing interests vying attention shares dwindling. Conclusion earth-based nutrition represents much more than merely selecting organic produce or avoiding processed snacks. It embodies a holistic philosophy integrating ecological awareness with dietary choices that nurture both individual bodies and collective environments. By cultivating deeper connections with the land through conscious consumption decisions, we reclaim agency over our health journeys while actively participating in healing planetary ecosystems harmed severely decades unchecked exploitation extractive industries operating relentlessly pursuit profit margins disregarding consequences born future generations inherit burdened legacy degradation pollution depletion